Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you today about 5 common mistakes that first-time homebuyers make. And I wanted to talk about this because oftentimes when we're doing something for the first time, we make mistakes because we've never done it before. So I wanted to kind of bring attention to some of these very common things so that you don't make the mistakes. So the first one is getting pre-qualified. And not just getting pre-qualified, but doing it before you start looking at houses. I can't tell you how many times I've heard of someone going and looking for houses, finding that perfect house, falling in love with it, only to find out that it's not in their budget and they can't afford it. That is so heartbreaking and so devastating. So before you even start to go look at houses, get pre-qualified, know what your budget is, and be prepared. Then you can start looking at houses and start having some fun. Now, common mistake number 2 is not preparing for the other costs that come along with home ownership. A lot of times we focus so much on that monthly mortgage that we forget that there's closing costs, property taxes, other utilities, other maintenance. You have to pay for your home inspection, and it's really important to prepare for these because if you don't, they're big surprises and it's money. So it's really important to be aware of those and know what they are. Now, common mistake number 3 is putting too little or too much on your down payment. Now, I never advise to put your whole savings account in on that down payment. And a lot of people do that because they want to be able to have, a nice budget. They want to be able to afford more when they're buying a house. Now, if you do that, you're not going to have the money for the stuff we just talked about. So it's really important to have a little nest egg. Don't spend it all on your deposit. At the same time, don't be stingy with it either. And this is where a lender and a great real estate agent come in and can really help you with these big decisions. Which brings me to common mistake number 4, which is not using a real estate agent. I mean, as a buyer, it's essentially free for you to have a real estate agent, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be using them. They have the market knowledge. They're going to prepare you for the things we just talked about. They're going to have a relationship with a great lender who's going to get you pre-qualified. And not only that, but they're going to have access to off-market properties. And especially in competitive markets, especially if you're in LA, it's a very competitive market. They're going to be able to write creative offers for you, competitive offers, and negotiate on your behalf. And if you're in LA, call me. I'm happy to talk about your real estate goals and help you find that dream home. Now, mistake number 5 is using the selling agent of the house you want to buy as your agent. Now, some agents do this, and that's fine. I personally am against it. We call it dual agency, and it's when the listing agent represents the buyer as well. Now, the reason I disagree with this is if you're getting divorced, would you use your husband's lawyer as your lawyer in court? No, of course not, because there's no way he can really represent your husband's best interest and your best interest at the same time. They're 2 different things, they conflict, it just doesn't work. So if you meet someone at an open house and they're the listing agent, you really like them, see if they can refer you to another agent in their office. I guarantee that they have a friend or a colleague, they can get a referral fee off of it, but at the end of the day, there's no way that they can negotiate the top price for their client while trying to get the best price for you. Again, it just doesn't work. So again, get someone who's really going to have your best interest at heart, who's really going to negotiate for you. And get that house for you. So those are the 5 common mistakes, guys. Please feel free to share, comment, tag, whatever. Let anyone who needs to know this know so you don't make these mistakes. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you guys have a great day.